Okay. Well, hello there, and welcome to sunny or cloudy Southern California right now. We are here at La Mirada in the Holiday Inn, and from the dulcet sounds of my voice, we are in fact live. So welcome to Chain Shift 2025.
Welcome.
And I'm joined by the beautiful, lovely tones of Shuabu.
Hello, hello.
How are you this morning?
Doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good as I take a sip of water while you ask me, but there is no commentary cam, but, you know, we don't need that right here. You don't need to see that me and Shubu are in a very alluring mankini combo right now, but, you know, you had to be there, you know?
Of course,
You're just going to have to believe me.
You want to see it, you got to be here on site.
Exactly. So, you know, that's what you're missing out on right now. Yep. So we do have a match prepared for you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in here. We realize you have been waiting with bated breath to watch this Granblue Fantasy versus Rising pool, and we are now happy to bring it to you.
Yep. So we got IRONGOD versus PPMAN coming up. Doing a button check real quick.
Yeah.
SoCal guys, if you're from the area or you like ever look at local results, you'll see these guys in top 8s, top 3s very, very often. They actually both play FERRY as their main character, so we'll see if we have a mirror or if IRONGOD might play one of the secondaries.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. A FERRY mirror, I'm sure, is a lot more like weirdly dynamic now that you can side switch.
Yeah.
And like really oddly punishes you for like cornering your opponent.
Yeah, and also FERRY's FERRY's fireball projectile is very negative, but most characters can't punish it from a range on block. FERRY is one of the characters that actually can punish herself in a lot of situations on block. So it does a lot. And it is interesting to note that I think that PPMAN tends to win the mirror, and he's also the player that doesn't have a secondary. Whereas IRONGOD tends to lose the mirror, and he does have a lot of secondaries, so we might see him switch off, or he might start with the mirror.
I really like mirrors that are kind of dynamic like that.
Yeah.
Because it really shows that like who is really paying attention to like some of the characters' weaknesses. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
that there are games where like it gets really dynamic because once a character has a resource, like it completely changes the matchup. And so there is kind of like a mental game, like a balancing, like, well, you know, if I do build a little bit of meter here, then I'm going to have the advantage in this situation. And it's really, really apparent in Granblue because meter is a really huge resource in this game for Zero. And then like special moves have cooldowns too, right? So any specific state and time is really interesting. Like there's a lot to pick up on there.
Yeah, definitely. And with this mirror in particular, I think it showcases player knowledge a lot more of your own character, right? Usually that's always required in a mirror, but for FERRY specifically, she had like I mentioned earlier, she has like unique situations where only FERRY can punish herself, whereas most other characters don't have too many situations similar to that. FERRY, like almost everything, she has an answer to her own toolkit very often.
Yeah, and I do like that just because like it rewards like just overall character knowledge.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that there is a tendency at some levels of play to kind of autopilot and just like do the thing you're used to doing.
Of course.
Being able to like rein that in is like a big factor in like really top level play.
Definitely.
And really just like being sharp like at all, you know?
Yeah, of course. So looking like they're waiting to start, getting the go from the TO maybe.
So yeah, I think it's my first or second time like actually being at this. It's weird because like every Holiday Inn looks a little bit similar.
Yeah.
But this is like, you know, a block from my house. But you know, it's a beautiful venue, and it's like a very big ballroom for, you know, what we got going on here.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I'm 30 minutes away, so pretty close. I started after like the era of like early fighting game majors that were all in like smaller hotel lobbies like this.
Yeah.
So this is kind of my first time experiencing something at this scale, which is nice that we're kind of going back to this because for a while we were mostly just having like super majors and even like regionals were in like big or unique venues.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going into it. Is it? Do you think this is really winners round 1? It's been about an hour.
Yeah, maybe the graphic hasn't been updated. These two should be seeded, so it shouldn't be round 1. Actually.
Yeah, I would expect this to be a full pool qualifying match.
Mashes out on the my screens with the dive kick.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the big first hit.
Yeah. Oh, combo limit there. Playing pretty aggressively with that guard cancel.
Yeah, so FERRY throwing out the GG and then dive kicking in is like a nice way to cover your dive kick from getting anti-aired with the GG. And then once you get it, the GG covers your landing so they can't really respond afterwards.
Whoa. Walk up, close, heavy. I've seen that many times.
Yeah, catches the accidental Raging Strike, looking for a Brave counter, but the delay makes the Raging Strike come out.
Okay, PPMAN off to a good lead. Catches another back there. It's happened again.
Yeah.
The exact same like big hit.
Gets a good setup from the Raging Strike. Just hits him with the close heavy. Lots of damage here.
Ooh, okay. It did punish, but...
This time doesn't get baited.
Okay. Air block. Very aggressive. Very, very aggressive with both ECs. But I guess like, you've got such a lead and neither player really wants to keep it, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh. Doesn't quite get the hit confirm, but gets a lot of chip here and kills with the overhead.
I like that. It did a lot of damage.
Yeah. Both at 0 BP did like 20% off of one overhead.
Yeah, because it is like one of those big single hits, and like in that situation, they just like killed from such a high range.
Yeah, the 50% enhanced damage from being at 0 BP. Yeah, PPMAN taking the first game, sort of what we were expecting in the mirror. IRONGOD just going straight back into it, though.
Yeah, I kind of see a lot of play towards like situational control, like that's what they're really going for here, as opposed to kind of like playing for like a, you know, just like to gain a little bit of advantage here or there, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them are playing, really taking big swings here. Okay. Nice.
Catches the accidental throw, puts him into the corner, mashes
Nice.
out, yeah, recognizes that the setup is fake right there.
The higher dive kick wins.
Yeah. Actually playing dive
Wow.
kick over here. Keeping him locked down in the corner, but if he gets hit, he gets put into the corner, so it's really scary.
Oh, okay. Spends the meter here. Ah, yeah. Good situation recognition. Blocks out the super.
Oh, I like standing up under the ball so that you start blocking it sooner so it disappears faster so you don't have to hold a mix-up.
Yeah, you're stuck in it anyway, so might as well. Okay. Ah, delayed low. Nice from IRONGOD here. Good adjustment.
Yeah. IRONGOD kind of winning off of the mix-up game, right? Just a couple really strong mix-ups and then taking it out on PPMAN while PPMAN more controlling the neutral here.
Yeah. I do see that like IRONGOD's really going for like a... It's just like trying to control the situation, put themselves in a win condition state, right? At most times in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Good use of that forced to block, but again, that close heavy from PPMAN.
It's close heavy, set up there.
Ah,
Jumps over the DP.
What a read.
Yeah, PPMAN really likes to do super jump over because it actually crosses up your inputs. So you can, if you're not using block button, you'll get hit, but also it'll cross up your DP as well.
Okay, good dodge. Nice. Wasn't far heavy, but didn't have it confirmed. But either way, dive kick in.
Yeah,
Stable combo.
taking another round for PPMAN. Really convincing control of the neutral once again.
Yeah, and that's really where he's made most of it right here, right?
Yeah.
Mostly controlling neutral, not like willing to give it up too, like willing to give up the mix-up at times, just to take the damage.
Oh, I like using the EX flip, expecting that IRONGOD would use it himself to catch the GG toss, and instead of GG tossing, he throws the whip himself since he's plus.
Okay, tries to bait a throw, looks like. IRONGOD respecting those. Nice backdash. Overhead. Side swaps.
Into the corner. Going for the ultimate whip just to get the guaranteed setup into the Raging Strike.
No reaction there. And no BC, what do you call that? No Brave Cup points left, so that should be it.
And IRONGOD taking that second game. Nice response from him. I like that that setup of the Raging Strike, because even if they spot dodge it, GG covers it to make you safe.
Yeah. That way you don't look like a complete fool when they react to it.
Yeah, it's not just totally random.
All right.
Granblue handshake.
Yeah. Taking a little damage there. Nice. Higher dive kick wins.
Matches the fuzzy match this time.
Yeah, PPMAN has been very good with those.
Oh, drops it. I think he's going for a ultimate hula hoop there.
Yeah, misses it. IRONGOD unable to switch sides naturally, but able to do it here.
Baits
Ultimate
out
DP. Ah, no punish!
No punish.
That could be a big one, because that could have been the round. Okay, good confirm.
Kind of an awkward hit. Does a lot less damage because of having to chain the twice.
Yeah, but it's crazy that they gave her that as a combo.
Yeah.
She did not have that back when Back in the days of yore.
Yeah, and it also wasn't such a fast -2 move.
Yeah. Trying out something to change. IRONGOD now with the advantage here on match point.
Ooh, just barely gets clipped, but doesn't stay in the GG.
Dodge kicks in, it hits, but lost advantage because I guess it was too high.
It was a little bit too high right there.
BC, good response.
Yeah, I guess for most characters, that GG right there is guaranteed, but Ferry can actually check it.
Yeah, because it does disappear when you block, so.
Yeah. Oh, knocks him out of it with the hula just a little bit too high.
Okay. BC back again. These players are playing for a position more than any little advantage. It gets dodged.
There's the spot dodge.
And time. No meter, so this might even kill.
That's gonna be a lot of damage.
Oh my God, you're melting. No more meter.
Oh.
Still alive, so you can still make something happen here. But chip is a factor. Ooh, jumps. What a swing, but
2 up dogs for the kill.
That is just a regular anti-air, so even if you can air block it, you can just do it again.
Yeah.
That was almost sick though. But I respect the tenacity from PPMAN. Just gotta fight, just launch it again.
Of course.
Okay, good check there.
Catches the overhead, getting hit by a lot by that. This time checking it instead.
Okay, far heavy. They trade. Go GG.
Baits on the enter.
Yeah, maybe saw something there. Like, it's worked out with the last swing. Changed the momentum. Another BC from PPMAN. Ooh. Okay.
Damage and a setup too.
It's gonna be tough here.
Plus a block on the H-whip, throwing out the GG, holding him.
Whoa, okay.
Barely doesn't come out in time. That was scary.
Okay. Oh, able to confirm. This is going to be close.
Empty Raging Strike.
The Raging Strike back, and that's an unfortunate one.
So this is first to 3, so IRONGOD does have... I think he didn't swap because he had 2 games to work with, but now he's going to definitely consider swapping probably.
Yeah, I do think that, I don't think they played poorly. They were on match point already, right?
Yeah.
So they had the opportunity to win right there. And just an unfortunate BC, because let's just say that they had dodged that instead. There's a high chance they would have completely turned around that situation, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's really just one interaction is the difference potentially in that game.
Yeah, definitely. I think the issue for IRONGOD so far in the set is that on defense, he's kind of committing to certain options that you can sort of OS with instead, right? Like you don't have to do raw BC. You can plink a button into it.
Right.
Which obviously, if they bait out, they can still spot dodge it on block, but it's a lot harder. And if they weren't blocking, then you get the hit.
You get the thing you did, right? Yeah.
Yeah, versus if you just did it raw, then it's a lot worse.
Yeah, the classic one for a lot of games is like buffering that it's like a throw or something.
Yeah.
That's one you can use in this game as well to also tech a throw.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if it's better in some situations to do a reversal throw, but it does look a little less like you don't lose the resource.
Yeah, and you can also do like a 2L, right? Because like if they're trying to shimmy you can 2L and plink it into BC. So if they did a immediate strike, you would BC it. If they did a throw, you would tech it. And that would have to be baited out by hard blocking and then reacting and spot dodging, or doing like a delay button, which
delay button
is doing a lot.
Yeah. So that wouldn't necessarily work there. I think that because throw is fast in this game, but it's not that effective against Ferry because their far heavy comes out from so far away. But
yeah.
Either way.
IRONGOD is doing a lot of reversal throw, but kind of getting hit out of it usually.
Yeah. Either way, you save the resource, so it could be worth it one way or the other. As we say that, another far heavy.
They get a setup right there. Goes for the knockdown instead to get the guaranteed setup. I like that.
I like the tech throw there as well. A clash. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that light DP is a 6 frame, so it's her fastest option in clash situations.
Wow.
No hit confirm.
Stuffs that, but jumps in and then baits the throw, but not able to get anything off of it. Nice. Yeah.
I think that's a situation PPMAN probably recognizes because he probably does that to other people a lot too.
Yeah.
So he knows that that's what he's looking for.
Really good awareness there. If you only need to hit clash, they both do EX whip. They clash.
Throw.
Then they take a throw. That wasn't even a symmetrical throw tech, but we take those. Nice. So IRONGOD with a bit of advantage here. But he's pretty much always aggressive and gets called out for it. Okay.
Ooh, gets the hit confirm this time. Gonna get a decent setup.
Comes in, has the corner position, throw.
Oh, delayed that GG so long.
Very nice. Good setup there. But it's a situation where, you got DP'd one time, but you just go back to the well,
Keep going.
Yeah.
Ferry's DP costs meter, so she doesn't always have access to it, and you take away that meter anyways if you get DP.
Exactly.
Ferry also needs a lot of meter to convert too, so he's probably totally fine taking the DP.
Tried to roll that. PPMAN will happily take the damage. However, IRONGOD's going to get set up here. BC's out. Keep the corner position. Okay, counter hit. Beat something.
Yeah, gets a single hit counter hit, so is able to convert off of this time.
Set up. Just goes straight low. Drops the confirm. And then BC
late.
guard.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Made a lot of hay with that one.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of a sloppy game, but we take those.
Well, you're pushing your advantage, right? Which is really important because when you put your opponent in a situation where it's confusing for both players, you might as well just gotta take what you can get.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Ferry's not the most stable Abara character, right? You tend to react with DP.
Yeah, definitely.
Because in most matchups you're slower.
Oh, I like that.
Wow!
Light DP whiff last time, so this time he goes for MDP to catch all the way across.
Nice. Rising overhead. Throw. Probably the first one we've seen, and then follows it up with a fake throw.
There it is again.
That should do it.
Yeah. IRONGOD following a lot for the delay close heavy, which, it's really scary. It's plus
it's really scary, yeah. It's terrorized many players from many versions of this game. So it's potentially could be IRONGOD's final round, but gets the catch here.
Not a lot more to convert off of no meter yet.
Yeah. Gets swept. Is forced to hold this. Okay, gets thrown.
IRONGOD kind of scared of taking throws now, so.
Oh. All right. DC's that. Nice. Punishes that. Prevents GG from coming.
Ooh. Delay. This time waits.
Again, spending all that BC. PPMAN also willing to spend it to keep the momentum going.
Oh, such a long delay. I'd like to see IRONGOD just start mashing in these situations now.
Wow, that's the last one.
So long.
Got caught low. Here's the setup. Okay, both players have no BC. Lockdown. Scared. No! That's it.
I really like the decision to go into auto combo instead of pausing and doing another button because that was the furthest range close heavy, so you wouldn't be able to get another close heavy. You'd have to do a far button. So actually finishing the auto combo does more damage in that situation.
Yeah, really good confirm. I mean, anything would have killed there, but
yeah,
you just gotta make sure you finish it off.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, good game from both of them though. I really liked the kind of gameplay they're showing off there. Especially again, that was only one interaction difference away, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say you were able to read that far heavy. There is an opportunity there to win that round, but really solid play from both players.
Yeah, I think the micro adjustment is I really like that PPMAN showed these really, really deep delays to make IRONGOD kind of hesitate, and then he threw him once, and after that one throw, IRONGOD was back to doing an option against these delays and got hit by that close heavy to close out the set.
Yeah, because that was a really good I feel like the delays got even the moment the timing changed both times, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was really clever overall. And again, it was the mix-up that was doing the most in the matchup, I would say, so far. Mm-hmm. And it's not too committal, right? You're not in a situation where if you guess with this mix-up, for example, if they guess right against your rising overhead, you do have to deal with the fact that, okay, well, they could be out, or I could take a DP, right? But in that situation, it's a little harder.
Yeah, definitely. So up next, we have another, I guess we are in SoCal, so most of who we're going to see is going to be SoCal, but this is Saltz and Deotay. So Saltz, known for the Jeeta, plays every single Shoto very, very well. And Deotay, a VASERAGA player, who that character did just get buffed really, really, really hard. And you know, this is a really strong player of the character and definitely has taken full advantage of those buffs.
There's always one patch where he's just like so good. And
Yeah.
I'm like, who is this for? It's for like the one VASERAGA player.
It's for him. It's for Deotay.
That happens all the time though, because like I
Yeah.
think even in like the previous version, like patches of this game,
Yeah.
there will be like some random VASERAGA who's like really scary to deal with, and then they buff that guy, and then that guy becomes like the top player.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, a lot of SoCal representation, obviously, as we are in SoCal, but we do have some people who traveled out
Yeah.
from, you know, just to play other games as well.
Yeah.
This venue is pretty close to In-N-Out, so I guess that matters for some people.
Yeah, especially if you're from out of state. I know there's a bunch of people from like deeper SoCal, like San Diego, which is more of like a 2-hour or so drive.
Yeah.
Chemo Enjoyer is here. She is from, I believe, somewhere in the PNW. I want to say Seattle.
Okay.
So she flew out for that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was in San Diego just like a week ago.
Oh.
Yeah, I went to the Nikkei baseball game.
Oh, that's so funny. Was it for the Padres or?
Yeah. Low key, the Padres are like, their like stadium is pretty lit.
Uh-huh.
I can tell how much they hate my team, which is also pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie.
It is always nice as like a sports fan to like have like the authentic experience of like people like trash talking each other and stuff.
Yeah, because I think it's better when it's not so personal. Like that's
Yeah.
with fighting games. Like you can't like you're not allowed to dick ride anymore. Like at all. Like you're glazing too much if you like any player, but you're also like not allowed to talk trash either because you'll hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't care, man. Tokido's my goat.
Yeah.
I gotta glaze.
Me too. I'm a full-on glazer. Gosh, where do I begin? Anyways, so Saltz versus Deotay.
Yeah, where did they begin? With a button check, actually.
I think classically this matchup is pretty good for Jeeta, just because of like you have all the tools you need to kind of not play VASERAGA's core gameplay plan. But yeah, I mean he's really tough to deal with right now. So.
Yeah, I do think the hard parts in this matchup for Jeeta are that her damage is really low and VASERAGA's health is very high. So there's a lot of opportunities for him to escape. And with his new toolkit, so for those tuning in who don't know, the changes to VASERAGA were his far M now advances him forward, so it's a really good footsies button. And so he can get like far light counter hit and confirm into far medium and then convert that into a lot of damage. And he also keeps his armor after using an armored move for about like 4 seconds. So he basically gets 2, sometimes 3 armored moves back to back as long as he has armor.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. But like you have to kind of, there is a bit of a, like you could outread it somehow, but it's pretty scary. Not fun to do. But with that being said, Saltz starting off strong here with corner combo.
Yeah, catching the spot dodge with the EX Fireball.
That's the thing. That's the core of the matchup. Is the EX Fireball is super strong in this matchup. And you know, if you can rush VASERAGA down, his defense isn't the best.
Yeah.
And yeah, just the corner control. Yeah. Spend all your meat on EX, like ultimate Fireball. You might as well, because you just get locked down by that.
Really good lockdown from Saltz. Just keeping corner control, but not overcommitting to force Deotay to kind of sit there and guess.
And yeah, like just being stuck is uncomfortable, right? Especially with like VASERAGA, again, his defense isn't the strongest. He wants to play kind of in neutral to advantage, if possible.
Oh, there it is. The double armor catches the 6XL.
Classic. Ultimate command throw. Nice.
So DP just to get out of the situation.
Okay. Back throw.
And bashes out.
Okay. EX tackle puts you at an uncomfortable range, so Saltz does back off. EX held Fireball. I like it.
Yeah, catching the spot dodge once again.
Oh, they're alive. Now they're really in trouble now,
Chip,
yeah. Pretty much everything VASERAGA does at that range has chips, so it's like really scary.
Yeah.
And armor, so it's not like you can really do anything.
Yeah, he went for the ultimate Rekka trying to break the armor, but the third hit comes out too late on the ultimate Rekka that He's not able to hit the hit.
Okay, big fireball. BC this time. Didn't see that last time at all. Ooh, it's too scared.
Walk is just so scary.
Yeah.
Triple walk. And that far medium, right? Just controls so much space.
Nice reaction to that. Armored up, scary. Oh, but does mash out, but I'm not able to do anything here.
Gets
too
the
scared.
again with the ultimate fireball. So strong.
Man throw, overhead.
Into the overhead. Yeah, convincing first game from Deotay. Like, there it is again, right? Like, the damage is low, so VASERAGA can do a lot to get out of the situation. And Jeeta doesn't have access to many multi-hits other than that H fireball to get out of armor.
Yeah, the H fireball's been more or less like if it's been working, like that's how the round is usually finished. But here we go. Another good start for Saltz. What? Deotay. Yeah, Deotay won. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Oh, catches that.
No punish.
Punish and doesn't.
I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess. It's one of those moments like you punish with a thing that isn't a punish, but it's like your opponent has to react.
Yeah, forces that reaction. If he did react, though, I think that was the round for sure.
Yeah, but it's hard to do that in a situation where I should be punished. So you usually usually in a situation where you should be punished, your prime point to be reset by like a throw or like an overhead.
Yeah. It feels dishonorable to like mash while getting hit, you know? Like, I got punished, so the punish should happen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's sort of the feeling.
That's loser talk, though. Ultimate command throw. Okay. BC's out. Here comes the armor. Nice pickup.
There's the far medium once again.
Yeah, it hurts. And BC.
Right.
Okay, but break has the BC to break it.
But he doesn't spend the meter, so he doesn't get counter hit knockdown. It's a soft pushback.
Yeah, and then you just take 1,000,000 damage from the command throw there for having no BCs left.
Yeah.
Battle 3. Engage.
Okay. Just respecting that. It's really tough to be like mid-range against VASERAGA who has like resources.
Yeah.
The bait? Yeah.
Also the backdash, the bait out of throw.
It's always my turn, says Deotay. But nice ultimate DP.
He has so much health, though. He doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot from Saltz to make a comeback here. But reversal armor, and yeah, chip is a factor now, too. One more chip.
Nothing you can do right there, right? Like
Yeah, literally.
You
have to DP it.
Timing. But he delayed it, right, by charging it, so the DP like might whiff.
Yeah, Deotay up 2-0 now. I guess you could have supered it, but I don't think they had meter.
Yeah.
Counter hit, resetting the throw, gets broken. Has armor now, but gets thrown.
Throws him out of the armor.
And keeps going back to it.
Yo, we got throw loops?
Yeah. I was going to say, you probably need to bait out like a reversal sim, because they're not going to take like 3 throws.
But he is out of meter now, so he has to hold the rest of this, unless he BCs.
Yeah. Good option there. Also the same
Deotay.
person, yeah. Deotay is 2-0. Wow, gutsy, run up command throw.
Oh, far medium into armor. Very risky, but pays off
Gutsy,
immensely.
yeah. Now they got armor and like the corner position.
-6, unpunishable at that range, though.
I do think that VASERAGA has like the most like you shouldn't have this overhead looking overhead. EX command throw, pixel left. It's tough. Nice dodge, but now at actual chip range, and again the charge tackle. Yeah, that time they could have supered though for sure.
Well, so the thing about super is Jeeta's super is actually only 1 hit on the normal super.
But she had the ultimate though.
Yeah, you would have to get the timing right though. You'd have to get
that
it
is true.
as he's coming towards you. If you do it too early, you lose invuln and the tackle will actually hit you out of it. Plus, gets armor. Now the game looks really, really hard for Saltz.
Yeah, it's game point as well, right? One more round.
Empty land walk into far medium into armor.
Ooh, scared.
That was scary. Spot dodge, he has a chance.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, I mean we'll take the advantage on BC, right? At least something.
Yeah, no BC.
Wow.
Too far, but getting the mash.
Oh, nice jump!
Jumps it.
Finally jumps one.
Again, VASERAGA has so much health.
Okay, I like the corner carry. Nice! Gets the confirm. Missed that confirm previously, but managed to pick it up there.
Yeah, Deotay going for a lot of delayed jabs. So right there, going for a delay jab for pressure, opening him up. Really smart decision making from Saltz.
Yeah, that could be the difference between like win and loss, right? Just confirming your jab in the corner there. Okay.
Spot dash this time just gets hit instead.
Oh, nice. Keeping pressure here. Forces the double BC. Again, that far 6XL counter hit. Too far away, maybe?
Timing was a little bit off. Oh, so much damage from that.
Yeah, reversal armor. Missed the confirm there. Had everything cooled down, but that's a tough one. That could be the difference. But ultimate fireball beats the armor there.
Decent starter here.
Okay. Reset. Throw. Big damage throw. Armor. Yeah, chip is going to be a factor here as well, but one hit from VASERAGA could do it though.
Ooh.
Scary. Ah! Big fireball. Ah! You do take damage, you know, when you're armoring, but
Yeah.
I think that just beat it though.
I think if Deotay did the charge U, the damage reduction actually might have allowed him to survive.
Yeah, because it's more like chip, right?
Yeah. You can still die during the 5U, but it's like an 80% damage reduction or something.
Yeah. It's a lot harder, for sure. Nice frame trap right there. Confirms it. Okay, I like the idea there. Cheeky little reset. I think Deotay is getting a little like, what the?
Oh.
Nice reaction to that. I was about to say, like, Deotay is not really like respecting that they don't have a turn right now. They're just going for it anyway.
Yeah, like right there with the ultimate command grab, but he has so little health, nothing to really work with.
Yeah. But, you know, if you press your advantage here, like, now is the time to not really care, right? You're going to die anyway. Might as well see if you can get a good read. Yeah, respected at that time. Overhead.
I would have done it again. It would have been blocked and I would have died.
Ah! Nice command throw, just staying out of DP range, but yeah, that was
Not
really gutsy armor, yeah.
Yeah, not sure what the armor was for, because any hit would have killed him, even with the 5U follow-up.
Probably, yeah. But it's one of those things where you try to get away with something sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good reaction.
Oh, left a gap into the low. The low is usually gapless, but Deotay accidentally delayed it slightly, so the enemy came out. He was actually correct, but wrong in his execution.
Yeah, because I think that like they have been they were going for like a bit of like so I think that Saltz had blocked it a few times already, so maybe they're just trying to be a little like mess up the time to see if it'll hit. But
yeah. Oh my god, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
Walk into walk is so messy. You just have to hold it because he doesn't.
well, it's a tackle. The throw gets teched.
Oh,
ooh, okay.
hit confirmed.
That's the most, well, not necessarily the most, but it's a way to get a lot of damage off single hit super.
Yeah, it's the only way to take the BP away, right? Because if he got the counter hit and did another button.
Oh! Hey!
Yeah.
No confirm! That was good though. See, like, Jeeta's a character I expect her to have like a butt flip move, not VASERAGA. Out of range.
Now walk back far light raging strike.
Yeah. So let's get game point for Deotay. Saltz pull it back yet again.
Battle 3. Engage.
Ooh, nice reaction.
Finally
like,
DPing the tackle.
yeah. Finally like locked in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Take the turn there. Ooh.
Oh, don't
that was
press
scary,
it.
yeah. I don't know if they tried to DP or something, but nice whip punish. Okay. Ooh, the deep run. With armor reversal. Okay, another frame trap.
Yeah, not really respecting the turn. I feel like Deotay should try to hold on to it more and look for the guaranteed openings, right? After 6 itself, going for the H command.
Dodge a little too early. Scary. Blocks the fireball. Ultimate fireball out of range now. Gets command thrown.
That was very cheap.
This is really scary. A command throw could put you in range of death. Ultimate Rekka. BC's out.
Oh, doesn't have enough life to work with. And now Saltz tying it up 2-2.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, you know, I think Deotay is always trying to take their turn. Like, they haven't really yielded many turns to Saltz, and Saltz is finally getting at the right timing where they can actually punish it.
Yeah. Let's see if Deotay can make that adjustment now. He had 2 games to kind of give away to readjust, so let's see if he's able to.
Okay, command throw. No, I think the game plan's the same. Nice, catches the jump. That's the thing though, Saltz has not been super successful dealing with the command throw. So it makes sense to go to it.
There it is again.
Yeah.
And there's the overhead. It's a really scary situation, right? Because like it's either meeting command grab or the overhead, or he could wait because he has so much life, so you don't really even want to DP. And what do you gain out of DPing, right?
Yeah, because the knockdown is not that good. Nice jump finally. And that's a big one. You need to represent that jump in some way, shape, or form so that Deotay just doesn't run over you.
Yeah. Especially against the H one, which...
Oh, good block. Blocks the BC. Hey, good safe jump for the troubles here.
Yeah. That new mix-up with the like guard button hold and gets a kill with the rage.
Yeah.
But the new mix-up with the guard button hold is really, really scary because you can't fuzzy mash the empty land, and the throw will beat it, but it's also a safe jump at the same time. So if you want to get out of the situation, you do have to guess.
Saltz taking their turn. It is match point for both players here. Tackle, BC's out, keeps the momentum. The armor's through it. Command throw.
Grab.
Okay, BC. Yeah, jumps over. I like that.
Ooh,
no!
Walk up.
No confirm.
That spot dodge was so scary. I thought you were going to hit again.
For sure. That was really on the edge. Blocks the low. Fireball. It's Rekka does not punish. It's the block refund though. Ultimate Fireball. Saltz blocks the low.
Don't spot dodge.
Oh! That was so close.
Scary.
I feel like VASERAGA is too wide to spot dodge that.
Yeah. And even if you do spot dodge, you are actually still negative.
Yeah, because it's so far away.
You might as well not bother trying because the risk reward is scary.
Scary chip is a big factor here.
You see the armor and Deotay taking down Saltz 3-2.
Yeah, that is the second time they've done reversal heavy, which is interesting.